Welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Miz, bringing you the latest violence in all of Chelsea news. Let's get stuck into it. No time to dilly-dally anymore. We are here to be serious. We are here to be talking the truth. I am no longer sugarcoating anything because the club is in the mess. 3 players apparently have complained, ladies and gentlemen, about Mauricio Pochettino and the lack of tactics. And I tend to think there is some truth behind this, because when you see the team and how dysfunctional it is, you best believe these players are not enjoying coming into Cobham and train and just simply go home and then pick up the L's every single match day. So you best believe there has to be some level of animosity. There has to be some level of anxiety within the playing group, because on a real level, no one, even each and every one of you guys in your workplace or wherever you are, when you're consistently failing, it is not a healthy environment to be at. So let's have a look what Max had to say. Obviously, Max is not a journalist, but he's got some insight. And look, he's quite reliable. I'm not even going to lie. He is definitely quite reliable. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. People inside the club were said to be extremely concerned over the Middlesbrough result. This is not too far-fetched. Everyone should be concerned. Every single human being that follows Chelsea Football Club must be concerned. So all of this nonsense briefing that we see post-match that, oh, no, they're okay, they're going to give Pochettino more time, this, that, the other. It's a results-based business. When results don't go your way for a prolonged period of time, yes, people will be concerned, extremely concerned, especially so much money that's been invested by the owners. An agent contacted to Chelsea FC, speaking with the guarantee of anonymity. Have I pronounced that right? Anonymity said that there is plenty of dialogue between players and staff over tactics and how they've been asked to play. Already from the get-go, I can tell you which particular players they may be. Levi Colwill is a prime suspect, being used as a left back when clearly he should be a centre back, and now it's getting to the point where he's getting mocked on social media. He's getting mocked left, right, and centre, everywhere, not just by the fans and rivals as well, but he's getting mocked by opposition players on a consistent level, where he's getting ripped apart on that left side. Middlesbrough, who are 12th in the championship, their players are taking the mick out of Levi Colwill as well. We've all said, stop utilising as a left back. You've got a genuine left back with Martin, but no, height, like as if height has saved us so many times this particular season. Second player, Enzo Fernandez, 100% he is not happy. 100% you can tell he's not happy. We saw recently how he's, had that hernia injury. He was away for a little bit. The match where he went off due to the discomfort of the hernia injury. He broke down. He was crying. A player does not break down and cry like that if there's no problem. Then 100% is some level of problem. I think they've said, an agent contacted, I think it further on goes to say, there you go, Chelsea will hold more internal conversations if they lose to Fulham. At least 3 Chelsea players have expressed concern over their role and Pochettino's tactical setup. So we've already talked about Levi. We've already talked about Enzo, how he's getting misprofiled to the point where the fan base, certain people in the fan base think he's some sort of a rubbish player, needs to be sold. This is where we're getting at the moment. Players that we once thought were so good, Levi Colwill in Brighton, Levi Colwill in Huddersfield in the Championship, especially the Brighton one, however, last season, where everyone was so excited. Now he's getting mocked. Enzo Fernandez last season was one of the probably shining lights under Graham Potter, who at least knew how to utilize Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez in the World Cup, Enzo Fernandez in the Benfica jersey as well. Now Enzo Fernandez this season under Mauricio Pochettino, everyone thinks he's absolutely nobody. He's a foolish footballer. This is where we're getting at. And the third one, now I could toss this up between either Caicedo, who I also think is getting, not getting deployed properly in midfield, not being given the right, instructions in midfield. Because if you look at Caicedo and how he was in Brighton, a player that is so press resistant, a player that is so capable of building from the back, one-touch pass, especially when he gets, pressed, he's able to squeeze through and break open the midfield. This is not what we're seeing now. We are seeing erratic behavior from Caicedo, and I think he's probably another player. But a lot of people are saying Silva. Thiago Silva is a big shout. I've seen recently Thiago Silva, he'll go to the, after the match when it's a disappointing result, he'll go to the fans and he'll, say sorry. And then Pochettino lied about that post-match, saying no, Thiago Silva didn't go to say sorry for the performance. He said he wanted to go there to say sorry, or he wanted to go there to calm people down because they were fighting against Middlesbrough fans. No, bull crap. Absolute bull crap, Pochettino. Thiago Silva, after the Luton game, where we almost gave away the 3-0 lead, very upset. And then Pochettino said what he had to say. Oh, he's always moaning. He's always, but, he obviously put some context around that. That's what elite players do. Thiago Silva could be one of them. A lot of people are saying Madueke could potentially be one of them. Madueke in recent times has got some game time, but prior to that, he wasn't getting looked at one bit. And there could be many more. Ian Martin, it could be Cucurella, it could be any one of those people. So this is not looking good, bruv. This is not looking good. The club are on the lookout for new signing, but the lack of bids for players on their sell list is causing delay. Of course, this is going to happen. When you perform poorly, no one wants to buy your players. Of course. And this is going to be the biggest flaw for the owners down the track. If you don't start being serious, having serious sporting directors, having a serious manager that is a ruthless winner, your players that you're buying under the age of 25 that you're expecting to sell for a lot of profit, I'm telling you that's going to come back and smack you in the face like a banana peel. Do you know what I mean? David Dacho Fofana, which we're going to touch on, he's coming back to Chelsea Football Club. His loan spell at Union Berlin is done. Andre Santos, we already seen from Nottingham Forest coming back. Apparently, Angelo Gabriel in Strasbourg, he hasn't been playing that often from the get-go. He comes off the bench. So all of these players, you better have a plan. And when we're not playing well, and I know these players are not even involved with us, but let's focus on the players that are involved with us. Enzo is young. You think Enzo is worth the same money? Caicedo, from what we've purchased, you think he's worth the same money? And many more. The one player that's probably increased in value is Conor Gallagher. And surprise, surprise, that's the player that our manager wants to build the squad around. Important to note, Eghbali controls every decision and the ownership want to keep Pochettino until the summer at minimum. But things are not currently rosy behind the scenes, that's for sure. Of course, it does not take some genius to realize that scenes behind the situation behind the scenes is not rosy. How can it be? We're 10th. We lost to Middlesbrough. God knows what's going to happen in the second leg. We could potentially go through, but at least Middlesbrough, they've got something to fight for. You best believe they will fight for it. We've got Fulham coming up. We're not that far away from top 6, but can we do the business? I don't know. Fulham just coming off a victory against Arsenal, and they gave a proper fight to Liverpool in the Carabao Cup first leg. Then we got Aston Villa in the FA Cup. So tough times. So ladies and gentlemen, look, I think the end is near. I truly do think the end is near. But I will say one thing. One caveat to all of this discussion is, if Pochettino gets sacked, I need the 2 Mickey Mouse sporting directors to go with him as well. Because these 2 sporting directors, they know diddly squat about running a football club from a sporting director point of view. Give them a spreadsheet, give them some numbers. Yeah, they'll crunch it and they'll come up with certain information, data-driven, decisions. They have no idea about how to run a football club. So if you're going to get rid of Pochettino, get rid of those sporting directors as a combination. I want to see breaking news from Sky saying both Pochettino and the 2 numpties are walking now. Because the club needs to get serious. We need to rectify this situation because it is getting into dangerous zones now. It really is getting into dangerous zones. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, despite Chelsea backing Pochettino, things like Colwill at left back and Broja not starting last night are being discussed internally by the football department and even senior leadership. Of course. How can you not use Broja against Middlesbrough, especially when you're spamming in crosses? Now, you may tell me, Broja can't start that many matches in a row. Well, we've got an issue, don't we? We have an issue. He eventually came off the bench anyway. You might as well just started him and then take him off, hoping that we get a lead. You're going to play Palmer. Your game plan was wrong. You're spamming crosses to Palmer. If you're going to play Palmer, you should be playing through the middle. And in any case, you should be playing through the middle and then exposing the wide areas. You need to play through the middle. If you just keep going from side to side to side to side like that U shape, the opposition will just say, you know what, do what you want to do, because you got no clue. You got no clue how to break us up. We need to start playing more through the middle. Next up, Christopher Nkunku, not in training pictures again today. Well. Weren't we told that Nkunku, by those French journalists, as soon as Rahman Osman came through and said he's going to miss 3 weeks, those French journalists came out of nowhere, said, no, it's only precautionary. He only missed out on the Preston game. He will be back for the Middlesbrough game. Well, look at that now. You better, those French journalists better say sorry to Rahman Osman, who made that assessment, who made that, that tweet. You better go and say sorry to Rahman Osman, because he got a lot of hate off the back of that. Nkunku not available for Preston. Nkunku not available for Middlesbrough. Nkunku 100% will not be available for Fulham. And this is apparently a player who's meant to be a savior. This is a player that our board and our manager are saying that as soon as he's back, everything will change. Everything. We're just waiting on Nkunku. This brother, apparently will solve all our situation. He can't solve himself at the moment. Nkunku can't solve himself, let alone solve Chelsea's issues. And when he did come back recently, he wasn't looking match fit. He wasn't looking match sharp, and that's understandable. He's missed so much of football already. He's missed more than half the season, and now he's missing more games. We need to stop relying on Nkunku. When he does come back, excellent. We'll look into that. But we can't have a game plan just based around Nkunku, because we will then suffer. We have to have a game plan without him. Chelsea feel a fit Nkunku and a striker in January or summer will make all the difference. January or summer. Yeah, by the time summer comes around, we'll see where Chelsea finishes. Will make all the difference. Nkunku will make all the difference. Oh my God. Yeah, he will make difference. But we can't be just relying on him when he's not around. We have to find a solution. Pochettino, you can't just be a one-trick pony. There's a feeling Chelsea are creating big chances, and there is an improvement from a purely data perspective in terms of dominance in games compared to Graham Potter. Data perspective. We'll just move on to the next news, because I can't. This is embarrassing. David Fofana recalled from Union Berlin loan. So what's the plan with him? So many players that we bought under the age of 25. Santos. This guy, Fofana. So many more. Well, we got plans. What plans do we have? Zero plans. We got zero plans. We're going to have to send him out on a loan. It didn't work out for him. I'm sad for him. I mean, Bundesliga, if it's not working out for Bundesliga, wow. People go to Bundesliga and score goals for fun. This guy, I think, only scored 1 or maybe 2 max. And then the other ones, it was in the preseason. Chelsea are interested in Evan Ferguson, but Brighton do not want to sell. Please, Brighton, don't sell. Please. Just please. And Chelsea, please. No more Brighton. Please, no more Brighton. And on top of that, what has Evan Ferguson done so far? He is a talented player, but what has he done? What has he done? He's done nothing. And he's injured a lot of the times. Stop it, Chelsea. Stop. I know you're getting a hard on. I know you're getting so horny because he's under 25. Stop. Stop it. Embarrassing, man. Embarrassing. Like, as if we haven't had enough troubles with Brighton. And Brighton probably going to try and sell him for 150 million. And Paul Winstanley is probably an inside man, Paul Winstanley is probably going to just slide in those cash. Although he was trying his best to get a discount for Caicedo. But look, I'm just annoyed. I'm just annoyed, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very, very annoyed. Let me know what your thoughts are with everything that we spoke about, ladies and gentlemen. Smash up the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. The violence will continue until things start changing at Chelsea Football Club. We will have a live stream tomorrow, so make sure you tune in. It will probably be early UK time, roughly around 9:30, maybe 10 a.m. UK time. So do look out for that. Until next time, everyone, take care and catch you later.